WEAM in Arlington, Virginia is like the number one music station in Washington, D.C., which is the
Hmm.
seventh market in the country. I said, I'm looking more like North Augusta, South Carolina. I'm looking at Raleigh. I'm looking at Charlotte, may be a little big. Yeah, so, but as I drove home from the Burger King, I thought, what can this person, general manager, PD, say but no? And who would even know, right? If he
Yeah.
laughed at every moment of my tape and said never. But who would know? So I sent the tape and resume, and it seemed like, well, it was less than a week, even with snail mail of the day, that I got a call from the general manager. And I have to impersonate him. Bill Gable and I used to do it a lot. Annie, how'd you like to come to the nation's capital? So that was my call from the general manager of the top music station in the seventh market. And I went. Little did I know he had planned on my doing the morning show because
Wow.
somebody,
There's a jump.
well, it very quite a jump, right? From
Oh,
Asheville, North
wow.
Carolina, radio, whatever, 112th, 113th market to the seventh. Well, he didn't want it to go to my head, so he didn't want to tell me that's what he had in mind. But I was supposed to replace Paul Christie. I don't know if you knew Paul with his years in Detroit and Chicago and
Oh,
all,
yeah, for sure. Yeah.
but
Yeah. Great guy.
yeah,
Yeah.
he was doing mornings there, and
Oh,
they
wow.
he didn't want to have to pay me. He wanted to pay me Asheville money rather than DC morning money.
Right.
So
Wow. Some things never change.
we some things never change. But I was happy to get off of, I think I started on the early evening show. I believe it could have been 6 to 10, could have been 7 to midnight. It's been a long time ago. And then they wanted to put me on the morning show. So there was a lot of turnover at that station. You and I have laughed about this because how many years did you do at CK? 17, 18, something like that?
Oh my God, it would be a lot. I got there in 1970, and I left in 1985, maybe somewhere in there. So yeah, and
15 or
I
so
did
years.
2.5 years in New York in between. But yeah,
Yeah.
a lot of years.
Well, I held the all-time jock record for tenure at WEAM in Washington of 3 years. Uh,